Tonight, we're connecting people to their communities by speaking with city and community leaders on different topics. Now, for this night, we have Pittsburgh City Manager Daron Hall. We're at the one-year mark of the coronavirus pandemic, so we spoke with Daron about the pandemic in the city. He says two words come to mind regarding the city's response to the pandemic: humble and cautious, in that the response from the community has been very humbling, but he says they are still cautious as they move forward.
Nobody saw this coming. Nobody has any blueprint for working on it, yet the community has really rallied around one another. All the businesses, the shop local effort, the public safety effort, as crazy as all the rules have been, everybody's kind of understood that, we're trying very hard to get this right, and that, patience is going to lead us through it. And, Pittsburgh, I'm looking around the state and around the country, and I'm just really proud of how our community has handled something as large and as kind of challenging as this.
And it's not having a blueprint to follow for pandemic response that has also caused the city to reflect. Now, Daron saying they feel they could have been better prepared, but not understanding how they could have been with no precedence for the situation in the community.
When you see 80 people in the county have passed away, you always look back and think, could we have made a decision sooner? Could we have could we been a little more broad in how we implemented a decision? But I think for the most part, second guessing your reaction to a pandemic is probably kind of like beating your head against a wall. You want to look for those areas where you really missed something, and we just kept our eyes open and worked together.
And at the one-year mark, there is hope on the horizon as vaccines continue to roll out and states continue to open up eligibility, getting more vaccine into the communities. Now, while the pandemic is not over, Daron says there's still a number of lessons learned about community response to future disasters, as well as adaptive technology to keep the city open for business when the offices were closed.
So I think our ability to respond is just much improved to any disaster, whether it's ice, power outage, tornado, God forbid. We know how to work from our houses. We have the technology, the broadband now to do that. And it continues through educating the kids in the community, keeping them at school, keeping them where they should be, and keeping people fed and provided for. So I think overall we've come out of it much stronger, and it's things that are permanent now as we look to deliver services to the community.